Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dhananjana. So today I have brought you Business and Accounting Studies for grade 10, the second lesson part 2. Our second lesson is Business Environment. In today's lesson we are going to be focusing on technological and economic environment of a business. So first let's see what is technological environment. Technological environment means the development in the field of technology which affects the business by new inventions and productions and other improvements in techniques to perform the business. So the technological environment is growing rapidly and everybody is using the technology. Some advancements of technology have significantly changed the business environment. Some of them are advancement in computer technology. Now you can see earlier, then at the past we used old computers which were not easy to use and they were not portable, but now we have more convenient computers which are easier to use. And the next advancement is the advancement in communication technology. As you can remember, earlier people communicated even before telephones were invented. They used letters and they talked. That is how they communicated. But nowadays, because of internet, we can even communicate with friends and relations who are abroad. That means in other countries. And next, we have the advancement in production methods due to nanotechnology and digital technology. So, you might be able to remember your last year's science part 2 book. You had nanotechnology for a lesson. If you can't remember, stop this video from here and get your science book and see what it is. So, this nanotechnology and digital technology are used for production. So this advancement has also changed the business environment. And the next advancement is the advancement in transportation technology. Now here you can see the ancient transportation methods used by the people of the past. They used bullock carts and horse carts. Then in the deserts they used camels and those kinds of things. But now transportation technology is advanced. Most of the vehicles use electricity. Therefore, it is evident that the transportation technology is more advanced than the past. So I have brought you some examples for the changes which occurred in the business environment due to the changes in technology. Now for example, take fabric manufacturers. In the past, they used simple manual weaving machines, and now for their production they are using modern machines, computer technology to manufacture quality fabric at a low cost and also within a short period of time. And here is another example. In the past, businessmen used snail mail, but now they are using telephones and emails, which is more convenient, fast and also easy. And another example is businessmen used manual accounting books to record their accounting information. And there was a heap of these books in their tables which were really a mess and it's difficult to refer them and such things. But now they are using computer technology, which is much more easier to use. So the work done by this heap of accounting books can be done by one computer, and also much more than this can be done by computers. Therefore, this advancement of technology have occurred a lot of changes in this business environment. Another important fact that you should remember is some goods and services become outdated rapidly due to the rapid changes in technology. Now, for example, take the first thing I showed you about the fabric manufacturers. Now, I told you in the past they used these manual and simple weaving machines, but now they use these modern machines and computer technology. Therefore, this old manual and simple weaving machine is now outdated. I hope you understood that well. Next, let us see what is this economic environment. All the external economic factors influenced by the buying habits of customers and businesses and therefore affect the performance of a business is called economic environment. So that means this economic environment consists of some economic factors that affect the business. The government of a country is mainly responsible for setting these economic policies. So let us see what are these economic factors. The first economic factor is the interest rate. In Sinhala we call that Poli Anupata. An interest rate is a percentage charged on the total amount you borrow. That means when you take a loan from a bank, that means you are borrowing some money from the bank. And then after a period of time you must pay that back to the bank. And in addition you should pay the interest rate or the interest, which is the amount you are charged for borrowing money. No one would give money for free. So they are charging another bit more amount of money for the amount you charged before. You should pay that amount and in addition you should pay an interest. Even though it seems to be difficult, it is really easy to understand. So from my explanation, I hope you got it. The next economic factor is the inflation. Simply, inflation means the general level of prices goes up. That means the continuous increase of the general price of a good. Now, if you take a good, if the price of it is continuously increasing, that means today it is 200, after a day or two it is 220, and another day or two it is 250, like that. It is continuously increasing the price. Then we call that inflation. The next economic factor is income distribution. Income distribution is how the national income of a country has been distributed among its people. Now, when you take the people of a country, you know that all the people doesn't have the same economic status. That means now we separate people as poor and rich. So, if we are able to separate, that means all the people are not having the same amount of money or the economy. So, they are divided as poor and rich. That is because the income is distributed among them in different ways. So, he has a lot of income, a lot of money, and they not much. That means the income distribution is not equal. So, now you know what is income distribution. It is how the national income of a country has been distributed among its people. The next economic factor is level of employment. You know that people are expecting jobs. Maybe your elder sister or your elder brother is expecting a job. What if everyone who is expecting a job receives a suitable job? Well, then the country will achieve a full employment level. That means the employment level is how many people who have been expecting jobs have received the suitable job. Now, if the country is providing jobs for everybody who is expecting jobs, that means no one is left out, everybody gets a job, then that country will be a full employment level. But most of the countries are not in full employment level because there are a lot of people who are expecting jobs but they don't have jobs. That means they haven't received jobs. But if the country is providing jobs for all the people who are expecting that, then the country is full employment level. So I hope you got what is level of employment. The next economic factor is international relations. International relations are the relationships existing between countries, various countries. So, how do these relationships build up? They are built up through trade zones and trade agreements. You must have heard about such trade agreements. China trade agreement, India trade agreement. So, such trade agreements. So, that is the way how these international relationships are built up. The next economic factor is foreign exchange rate. So, for example, think there's a friend or relation in another country. Then he or she is sending you some money. For example, think that he is in India. Then in India they are using Indian rupees. And in Sri Lanka we are using Sri Lankan rupees. Now when he is sending you some amount of money from Indian rupees, when you get it, you don't use Indian rupees in Sri Lanka. So you should exchange it to Sri Lankan rupees. So the rate at which the currency of one country is exchanged with the currency of another country is known as the foreign exchange rate. In page number 19, activity 1, you have been given to collect the information on the exchange rates relating to the currency from Sri Lankan rupees and fill the table. So here you have given the foreign currency. You have US dollar, British pound or the sterling pound and the Japanese yen, Indian rupee and euro. So you should write how much is 1 US dollar when exchanged to Sri Lankan rupees. So I have written the exchange rate of February 28, 2021, which is today. So 1 US dollar is 194 and 44 cents. That means 194 Sri Lankan rupees and 44 cents. Then 1 British pound or 1 sterling pound is 270 rupees and 76 cents. 1 Japanese yen is 1 rupee and 82 cents. 1 Indian rupee. Here note this very carefully. This is Indian rupee and in our country we are using Sri Lankan rupee. Both are rupees but the country is not the same. So 1 Indian rupees is 2 rupees and 64 cents. Then 1 euro is 234 rupees and 73 cents. And another thing you should keep in mind, is that this exchange rate is changing day by day. So here I have given you February 28, 2021. That means the exchange rate of today. But if you just go and check after 2 or 3 days, then this might have changed from maybe 1 rupee. It could have decreased or increased. So 1 rupee, 2 rupee. There must be a slight difference, but you must remember that this exchange rate is changing daily. So the last economic factor you have been given is savings. So what are savings? It is a proportion of the income that individuals keep without spending on consumption. So you must also be saving. You must be having a saving account, and for that you may be saving it in a till. So saving is a good habit. So everybody should save your money. Maybe it's 1 rupee or 2 rupee day by day. When you are saving, then you might be surprised at yourself by the amount you have saved at the end of the year. So, okay. Now, can you remember what savings were? The proportion of the income that individuals keep without spending on consumption. Okay, so we finished all the economic factors, and I hope you understood them. So today we talked about the technological and economic environment of a business. So today's lesson is over. I hope you liked and also understood the lesson very well. If you got a good knowledge from this, don't forget to share this with your friends, like and comment. I will meet you in my next video. So for today, bye bye.